you think a woman cheats with her body alone, then this story will blow your mind. My mind is so heavy and I have never been this confused. Happened that I met this lady in school. She has always liked me, but it was not mutual. We remained friends as everyone went on with their lives. Now she's serving in a neighboring state while I work in Abuja. For what is sometime this year, we started a relationship. She is a good girl, homely, responsible, and a 10/10. Wow. For the first time in my entire life, I introduced a lady to my parents and my siblings, and even some of the distant relations came to the know. Now to the issue that brought me here. Few months after we started dating, as you'd expect a normal relationship, we had issues and would resolve. And I soon discovered if I didn't sit up, I would lose a very good girl. Not in these days where it's difficult to find such without thorough and proper vetting. That's very true. I sat up and things got more serious. Had to clear everyone else on my list and became focused. She noticed and appreciated my efforts as the relationship. Sometime this year, we met and we were together, and I picked up her phone. I saw a chat with a guy who is married, and she needed the guy's assistance to move her stuffs to a new location. Mind you, in the course of this conversation, she has said to the guy that they'll be seen up to now as they couldn't due to distance before. And the guy said it's her call since she was the one avoiding him prior. Responded by saying she's been avoiding because she didn't further want anything sexual with a married man. Long story short, we had a long talk about the issue, and I discovered that around December last year, they met and romanced in the guy's car and nothing more. No ex, according to her. Hence her reason for avoiding the guy, since it happened until this time where she needed his assistance. We broke up and she apologized, cried and all. I forgave her and we moved. Every little issue we've had since then always triggers that memory, and I can't seem to get it off as much as I want to. It's been messing me up so bad that my boss had been complaining of my output at work. Yesterday, I read the DM from the guy whose girlfriend died after childbirth and how it went after she cheated. And my mind has been racing not to have a replica of such situation. This lady is all I want in a lady, but I can't stop thinking about what happened. This morning, I woke up around 3 a.m. and couldn't sleep. I sat up and composed a long message and broke up with her. She's been crying and begging. I can't even focus at work. Her parents are calling and she couldn't even tell them exactly what she did. They thought it was because she was in contact with another man. This lady is actually a very nice and good person from the guy's description. But the red flag is that she's having emotional attachment with another man who is married. Not only that, she had a romantic time with him in his car, but also she's asking for assistance after that incident. So it showed actually that she wasn't really remorseful of what she did, and she kept it hidden from her present boyfriend, which actually broke him emotionally. So this brings me back to what I said earlier in this video, that if you think that women actually cheat just with their body, then you are very wrong. Because before a woman goes ahead to cheat on her partner, she has invested her emotions in that person she's cheating with. So there's an emotional attachment. Though the guy she cheated with might not have any emotional attachment with her, but to her, she's already emotionally attached to this person. So I understood the fears of this her current boyfriend, and I understood the reason he broke up with her, which is the best thing he did for himself, because he was losing his mind, he was about losing his job, and it even got the attention of people around him. So what he did to protect his sanity was the best he could do for himself. And I know that he'll find someone else who is better and who is going to be transparent about their past or about any events that happened in their lives in the course of the relationship. If you break up with a lady because she cheated on you, especially if the relationship was very serious, I think to a large extent you are actually helping her next man. Except if she's a habitual cheat or she's stupid and unrepentant, she's most likely going to cheat in the next relationship. In this case, the guy did what he had to do to protect himself and also allowed the girl to self-reflect on what she had done and to repent. So what advice will you give to this guy in the comment section? Did he do the right thing for himself? And what will you also say to the lady on the other hand who is crying and begging for him to accept her back? Here's another love tale story that will blow your mind. But first, do you think that being an understanding girlfriend pays off? Let's find out in this story. I was in 200 level when I started dating K. Met him in 100 level though, but because I was scared about what and how boys in the uni were all about, and I didn't just want to take chances at all, I refused dating him until 200 level. I was 19 as at then, and he was 22. At first, I didn't take the relationship serious because I was so young, naive, a virgin, and was scared he probably would just want to take advantage of that. Along the line, I found out that he was different from the rest of the guys that had been asking me out seriously. Those guys were always about spending money and trying to impress me, but K wasn't like that. He was so kind, gentle, and was a church boy, and always very patient with me. We dated for 1 year, and not for once did he pressure me to have sex with me. He didn't have any money to spend or impress, and I wasn't even bothered at all. In fact, I was happy that at least there's someone who doesn't think money will buy girls' love. I come from an average family, but my dad made sure to take good care of me, and that was why money wasn't something that would impress me first in a guy. Our relationship became the envy of everyone. My friends couldn't just seem to figure out why I chose him and loved him so much, and I won't lie, he reciprocated the love. So much that I became so open to him. And after 1 year in our relationship, I knew I was in safe hands and could let down my guard. So I gave him my virginity. Wow. But you're not married to him yet now. Okay, let's continue. He proved my fears wrong, because I had always thought that after the ex, he would probably start to act up. But contrary to my thoughts, we became even more closer. He could go miles for me, and I didn't hesitate to do same for him. We didn't cohabit in school, but we spent a lot of good times together. I would always long for that again. I am a very beautiful girl, and I'll always have toasters and admirers every now and then. So after my relationship started to get serious with K, I just started to cut them off one after the other. He also on his own end started to cut things off with those girls he had been or had something with. I could say we grew together. We learned and unlearned together. We had our love fights. We made up. It was like the both of us against the world. Wow. We understood each other so perfectly. He used to sew some ready-to-wear clothes back then in school for guys. So I would encourage him, help him sell some of his clothes, wear the clothes and proudly show to my friends and anyone who cares to listen that my boyfriend makes good clothes. In my finals, a year after he graduated, I knew this is the man I want to spend the rest of my life with. It wasn't easy anymore because I had lost my dad in that same finals to cancer. So it became a bit hard financially for me. And so I started selling clothes. I would travel to Onitsha to buy clothes and come back to sell in school. And on weekends, I would travel to Kay's house to spend the weekend with him because he had already graduated. His mom loved me, his siblings cherished me. It was like my second home. I just kept believing that things won't be like this forever for him. I was hoping that he would get a job, save for opening his own clothing brand. Then I also get a job after uni, then we finally get married. He would always tell me not to mind what people were saying, that one day he would give me the world. Of course, a lot of people were making jest of me, that I was dating a broke guy, because it was at a time in school when every girl was getting things done for them by their boyfriends. But I didn't even mind. Some would even go as far as saying I should get someone else aside. So this story is about school lovers who graduated and we are still in a relationship. And to the lady, she actually has a long-term intention for their relationship. But it wasn't clear to us if the guy also wanted a long-term relationship that would lead to marriage with this girl. But from the story that she told us, he introduced her to his family, his parents, his siblings, and they all loved and welcomed her. So I feel like it's going to be a happy ending for this couple. What do you think in the comment section? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel.